And we are almost live.
All right. I'll
Wait,
tell you this. I'll just talk into the live. I'm going back and forth with this MAGA online, and they hate when you call them you people. Like
they
I
hate it, and I love it.
I I love saying that you people. And they're like, what do you mean you people? I'm like,
You
Oh,
are
oh man.
responsible for why the Venezuelan president was captured because it's what you
What
voted for.
Freaky Friday are we doing? We got the
yo, I love it. I love it because they lose their ish. What do you mean, you people?
I love it.
Oh man. All right. All right. So let's do this thing that we call the news, folks. All right. So here we go. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good morning. You're listening to the Morning Experience. I am Marquise Lupton. That is Dr. Kamika Campbell. That is Felix Arroyo, the journeyman, and that is Shizzy Get Busy. Shiz, what's going on, good brother? How you feeling?
Hey man, what is good? Happy Wednesday. It made it to the middle of the week. Hump day, baby. Hump day. You know it's good. You know it's gonna be a good day. It's only up from here.
Right. And also, like I said, we got Felix with us as well. Felix, good morning to you, brother. How are you feeling?
Good morning. Feeling good. Lancaster's happy this morning. Got a Latino mayor. Got my Guayabero on. You know.
Hey.
Shout out to Jamie Arroyo. You know. Good days. Good times. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, indeed it is. And we will hit on that. Shout out to Mayor Jamie. That is so dope to say. And Dr. K.
Hey, yo, Felix, is that your cousin?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Tell your cousin that we need him on the show. So tell him.
Yeah. I've never met him, but I've learned.
Okay, now I just want to say, if you have not been following Jamie's Instagram, he is the thirst trap mayor of Lancaster. Very, very much shirtless, very much running marathons, very much appealing to people.
Yes,
okay.
Yes. Thirst trap mayor, you know?
Thirst trap mayor of Lancaster. Absolutely.
Get the vote.
He's
vote.
running. He's running. See, I'm not running. As you can see, I don't run.
Folks, we have a jam-packed boom show for you today. How we begin each show. We begin each show with the microwave news, giving you these headlines hot and ready. And our first story comes from entrepreneur.com, and a DoorDash driver got caught red-handed trying to scam a customer with artificial intelligence. The driver accepted an order in Austin, Texas, immediately marked it as delivered, and sent an AI-generated image of food sitting at the customer's front door. The only problem is the order never actually arrived, Shiz.
I swear we're wasting our talent. Like it's just like we're so innovative for the wrong things. Like all that effort you went through to take a meal, it was probably like a Big Mac meal or something, a double quarter pounder or something. Bro, listen, it's all right, man. You know, there's no need to do this. And for the people getting DoorDash, go to the store, go get it. Go get
it. Felix.
It's a lot of work. Yeah. No, go ahead. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm right there with you. It's a lot of work I had to read the article twice. I was like, what are we doing? It's not like you got some McNuggets, I guess. I don't know. Like, what are we doing? Like, yeah.
Hey, right. I had an old supervisor that would say, is the squeeze worth the juice? And I just feel like the work that it takes to generate this AI, DoorDash meal, it just like go apply for, Meta, something like that. Our second story comes from CBS News. Oh, yeah. Wegmans, a popular supermarket chain, is now scanning the faces of customers and storing data so its security system can recognize them, so the company says. And the company says that it's about safety, but some in New York City worry it's an invasion of privacy, Dr. K.
I am very disappointed in Wegmans. I want them to know this because how dare you? We come in here, we spend our money, we spend a lot of money. You can't leave out of Wegmans without spending at least $238.49. You can't leave. So now you want to you want to take my picture because I spent good money in your store? You want to track me through the store for what? Because I might put a little because I might eat my chips on the way to the register. I'm tired. I've been here for 3 hours shopping. Like, I think it's very rude. And I don't know. Like, I feel like this is a way to keep poor people out of their stores, which is my main concern. A lot of people, when they put in, I mean, this is giving Home Depot, who we do not like right now, who we are boycotting, you know, surveilling the immigrants. So no, I don't like it.
And this really gives it tells me that, all right, well, this is a slippery slope here, because it's going to go from this to now they're going to send this data to, you know, the healthcare companies, and they're going to send it to the insurance companies, and these people are going to know, you know, what you're buying, what you're eating, and everything like that. Our last story comes from abcnews.com, and leaders of the Corporation of Public Broadcasting, a private agency that has steered federal funding to PBS, NPR, and hundreds of public television stations and radio stations across the country, voted on Monday to dissolve the organization that was created in 1967. So, Shiz, its board of directors chose to shut it down instead of keeping it in existence as a shell. It seems like the Trump regime is winning here.
They won, but I respect that bow out, as opposed to just like they said, they didn't want to just be a shell and just be sitting there and just you know, just not being able to do anything, just having the name. So they bowed out gracefully. But Trump won this round. It's where do we go now? Because he said he was going to do it, and they disbanded. So here we are.
Yeah. Felix, your thoughts? Trump's up.
Those are my thoughts as well, that you have to respect the way that they handled that, because you don't want to see something like that being changed or manipulated through the current administration. And so instead of seeing something like that take place, just bow out, remove it altogether. It's a shame. And this is the kind of stuff that we knew was coming, but you couldn't tell. You know, and I'm to blame for this as well, because you think by now you would know that there's nothing you should be surprised with when it comes to Trump. I think that can't happen talk shouldn't be happening anymore. But this is one of those things where I was like, I wonder how far they're going to take it. This is a pretty big deal. If anybody really pays attention to what this is and how impactful this was, they have been since '67. It's sad, scary.
Yeah. I didn't think that this was going to happen, Dr. K. I thought that it was all cap and didn't think that they had the teeth to do it, but apparently they do.
I mean, once you defund the CPB, it is just a matter of time, because if somebody doesn't step in and say, okay, we always talk about the billionaires are going to step in and do the things. No, they're not. And this is a perfect example. If billionaires don't value free speech and public broadcast, so yeah, this is what happens. And I think the quote that sums it up from the article is, CPB's final act would be to protect the integrity of the public media system and the democratic values by dissolving, rather than allowing the organization to remain defunded and vulnerable to additional attacks. Meaning, somebody who would come in and offer them money to keep running, but then dictate the way that they would run, which is not in an independent media fashion. So I appreciate the Wakanda, like we're gonna jump into the sea before they take advantage of me. You understand what I'm saying? I love it. Yeah. I'm with that.
And for all those public radio stations that are listening to our show right now, I'll just tell you this: the Morning Experience is leasing its show. Just put it out there. Just in case.
There you go.
That's just in case.
We are.
We do this thing called the news, baby. Folks, we have a jam-packed show for you today. Our main story is talking about something that is related to this CPB being shut down. What is that? Well, you're going to have to stay with us. This is the Morning Experience on a Wednesday. All right. I'm like moving weird here. Am I sounding weird?
No, you sound good, dude.
All right then.
This is the one time where you sound great.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'm gonna just keep it as is then. All right. Let's do Second 5, first hour, and in 3, 2, and 1. This is the morning experience, and thank you for joining us. Our main story for today comes from Blavity.com, and a Black History exhibition had its invitation removed by Texas State University due to the current climate within the state and certain topics covered as part of the museum. And this is according to university officials. TSU previously listed an anti-DEI law as part of the reasons why the exhibit wasn't approved, but officials later said the law did not affect their decision. Now, Dr. K, I'm going to bring this to you first because we had a similar situation like this with my former employer because they wanted to take away a show called The Melanin Report because it included the word melanin, and they were afraid that they were going to get attacked or fined by this regime because they had a show called The Melanin Report. So they said we would rather just get rid of it and not, stoke this fire, not poke the bear. This is kind of similar, no?
It is. Not only is it similar, it's kind of the wave of what's happening. People are more nervous of running afoul of a fascist, racist or administration and regime than they are of like not being able to commune with their fellow people, like with their peers. And I think this is a perfect example with the Melanin Report because they were so nervous. Hashtag WITF. They were so nervous about melanin being in the title and what would happen because honestly, they had no backbone. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. I wish more folks would take a cue from Costco and be like, not only do we have the backbone, but we're going to sue you because you cost our company money, which is shenanigans. But that is not what most companies are doing. They're doing this thing which we call obeying in advance, which is one of the first ways that democracies crumble, that strong republics crumble, is by obeying fascist orders and tactics in advance, by trying to, but it's also a side effect of capitalism. Because that's what you do in capitalism. You feel like you can't make any money because you're not, obeying the order of the day. You can fall kind of quickly into that. So yeah, it's not only is it similar, it's literally the wave of what's happening with organizations, particularly nonprofits across the nation.
And Shiz, it really seems like these folks are comfortable with this decision. Like there's really no like outcry or pushback just yet. We're just reading the articles.
Well, I'm hoping that the pushback does come because it's just blatant disrespect, and to say the current climate is the reason why, and understand that Black history will show you why we're in the current climate that we're in. So you might as well just have it out there, and then you can kind of let people know. But we are being whitewashed, and our history is being erased right in front of us. And this is just another one of those things. It's just like to deny a Black history exhibition for what? Because of the current climate. This is the world we live in.
A month before Black History Month.
Yeah, and that just shows you like the willingness to look tone deaf and eat it, because 5 months from now nobody will remember that. They'll just be continuing as business as usual. And that, this goes back to like how like the DEI being removed and like the domino effect of things now that come into play because of that decision shows you where a lot of people, a lot of companies stood to begin with. Yes. And they're willing to just step aside so that the bull doesn't get them with the horns, because the money talks, and people with money or predominant companies with money are predominantly white people that are going to make things move with you or against you and more in their favor. So instead of upsetting the daddies and the mommies, we're just going to do what they want us to do, because that's a lot easier than, to Dr. K's point, why not just roll with the constituents and your peers and actually market that, because that's already been proven that it works. If you can use today's social media presence to get the people behind you, the Ben and Jerry's and the Costco's have proven that works. So it just shows you where people have already stood.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, yesterday was January 6th, and we knew exactly where, certain people stood just a handful years ago on January 6th.
Facts.
Folks, we got more to discuss after this. This is the morning experience. All right, let's just
a bunch of good people doing a bunch of good people doing good things.
All right. Shiz, this next question I'm going to throw to you. I'm gonna bring up that Stephen A says people need to fall in line because President Trump is coming. And I'll let you take that where you want to take it.
I'm sorry, who said that?
Stephen Anthony Smith.
Let me tell you something. If he has no more haters, I'm dead. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's how much I hate. Show me somebody that fucked up their legacy. I'll show you Stephen A. Smith. My goodness. All right. Yeah. Let me not waste any more time. And 2, 1. This is the morning experience. Again, folks, thank you for joining us. For those listening online, go ahead and comment and tell us what you think about our topic for today. Today, we are talking about this mobile museum that has been rejected by Texas State University due to the current climate within the state and certain topics covered as part of the museum. Now, we have said that this is a sense of censure here, of being censored here, and shiz, folks like Stephen A, who are like media moguls, just massive. They're even saying stuff like, you need to fall in line because President Trump is coming.
I believe Dave Chappelle said it best when he said, "Who gives a damn what Ja Rule thinks? Who gives a damn what Stephen A thinks? Like, why are you worried about what Danton Stephen A believes? It's always going to be the one person or the few people that get in line. Mass is coming. This is what do you mean? Don't fight back. We see what's going on, and it's just like it's just put out there, and it's just like this is where we are right now. This just looking at this is just like I can see this is going to get worse, and no signs of getting better. I just see it.
Right, Felix. You hearing Stephen A. Smith say stuff like this along with some other prominent figures? Where does your mind go? Because it feels like we're hustling backwards here.
Yeah, I mean, watching Stephen A. Smith for years on ESPN, you would see a lot of the political landscape being mixed with the sports landscape, and there was already a lot of flack for that. And so now watching Stephen A's pivot, because he's doing a lot of things outside of sports now, that this isn't a surprise. His stance, and he's doing a really good job of really blending it into his overall. He's pro-black. He's just speaking like this because it's going to happen. You might as well. You're missing a lot of people with that type of approach, and it's getting lost in the sauce coming from him because he's got this position, like you just mentioned. He's a mogul. Now he's under the ESPN Disney umbrella. And so, people can say, well, there's puppet strings there. Maybe so, because this pivot looks really, really weird. And kudos to him. He's doing what he's got to do. But it's coming off like you're kind of forgetting some things. And I don't want to act like I know Stephen Smith. I know we don't know Stephen A. Smith. But it doesn't look good. And it looks like you're selling out. And you're actually, you're making a stance that's going to go in line with this pivot that you're making outside of sports.
It don't look like he's selling out. It don't look like he's selling out.
Podcasters are saying that he's actually being paid to talk bad about black people so that the higher ups, don't have to. Dr. K, back to the article. It says that this news comes as TSU has recently made changes to its curriculum regarding mentions of gender identity and race. TSU has been conducting audits of courses that include content related to gender identity, which culminated in the firing of a Texas A&M University professor for teaching about gender identity. This is a witch hunt.
Is it a witch hunt, Marquise, or is it people with limited mental and intellectual capacity trying to make rules because they think it's unfair that Black and brown people have mentions in history books and in curriculum? Is it a witch hunt? Is it a witch hunt, or is it more like y'all are trying to further codify racism because you feel inferior? Is it a witch hunt, or is it more that y'all can't stand that Black people have thrived under the conditions that you've set for them, the conditions of lack and conditions of less? So you're mad about that. So you're trying to create more conditions where folks, you know what, this is really going to get them. They can't thrive. So is it a witch hunt, or is it them trying to play catch up to the laws that they thought were going to limit Black and brown, particularly Black folks, that didn't limit us, right? We still showed up in their universities. We still showed up in their HOAs. We still showed up in the banks. We still showed up at the grocery store. We showed up in their neighborhoods. We still own property. So is it a witch hunt, or is it them trying to overcorrect for the idea that, we truly were trying to get y'all out of our societies in the first place, and we felt like we didn't succeed, and now we are here trying to, correct the fact under a fascist and racist regime that we didn't get to do it the first time.
Which is so crazy because they brought us here by the millions. Like they brought, bring them on over, like generations. And it's just like y'all got to a point. Oh, wait. What are y'all doing? It's too much.
But listen, Marquise, it's not just that. It's also that there was a huge repatriation effort in the United States after slavery, during the abolitionist and the emancipation period in the United States, starting in 1777, where Vermont said, "Ain't no more slavery" by their constitution, and Pennsylvania said, "Well, let's do partial abolition." So did Jersey, so did New York. So yes, they brought us here, but then they were like, wow, not behaving as expected. Let's ship them back to Africa. That didn't work. They literally bought Liberia for this purpose.
Yeah.
Right? So that didn't work.
Dr. K.
What's that?
You're dropping them knowledge bombs, Dr. K.
That's all right. Because we got more meat on the bone. This is the morning experience.
It's the drinks. It's the
Oh, what you drinking? You got, what's that, Chardonnay?
Oh no, honey. This is homemade margaritas.
Oh, that's right. You did say everything was homemade. Okay, I didn't realize it was the liqueur as well.
Everything was homemade tonight, except I didn't make the tequila myself, but I made the drinks myself. But yeah, everything is homemade tonight. I got the best tequila. I got the best soup.
Okay.
Everything.
That seems like
I'm drinking sparkling water. If anybody cares, it's just it's something to brag about. But
that's nice. That's good. Healthy.
Soup and tequila. That's an interesting.
Soup and
I'm glad you said so. Hey, what are you gonna do?
I feel like you're trying to numb the pain, but get better at the same time.
Are you drinking a 40?
Did you see that? Did you peek?
Oh, all the way over there, and I said I can't. It's a 22 Corona. I said I can't get all the way.
Where are we at? 24 minutes in, Dr. K. You already said something there. Got us scratching our heads. If Scotty was here right now, good Lord.
Yo, I thought Shiz pulled out an old E.
Yo.
I just knew it was old. Yeah, I knew it was a 40. I knew it. It's only 32.
Got the St. Ides.
Is that 32? Is that 32?
Just 22.
Just 22.
Okay. He almost took me back to them Houston days. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, by the way, Marquise, happy Founders Day yesterday. By the way, Marquise, happy Founders Day yesterday.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Now that I got exposed, let me go grab this cup now.
Listen, I am going to expose it. If people been talking about me drinking for years on air, I don't care.
Right.
Oh, you got to be comfortable when you're talking.
Oh, hell
that's how I look at it anyway.
We in the upside down now.
Yeah, might as well.
Are we not? Are we not?
Right. All right. This is
sorry. Let's keep going.
This is our first three. Felix, I'm going to throw it to you first. With the ACLU and the NAACP calling out censorship. All right. This is our first hour, and in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we are talking about our main story today, and this is coming from Blavity.com. And Felix, the ACLU and the NAACP, they're calling out censorship. And they are saying that this is a part of that climate. It's a form of censorship. It's a form of denying basic constitutional rights of freedom of speech. At the bottom line, this is about academic freedom.
And that's all true, which is blowing my mind that we have this happening, and they have to speak up louder for the people in the back to hear something that's blatantly true. If they put this much energy into reforming gun control, which they'll never do, if they put this much energy into things that are actually trying to protect people, it just shows you that what they do and what they don't do is premeditated. It's done on purpose. The lobbying that's being done and all the jargon that's being spit on in Capitol Hill here and there, it doesn't matter because they know what they're doing and they want it. And now that they can do it, they're blatantly showing us. So the fact that we have this censorship, it's flat out censorship. It's unconstitutional. What are we doing here? But we have to have these conversations because predominantly it's black and brown people we're talking about. So let's really, let me go put a megaphone in front of the microphone where it was the other way around. It's fine. We'll it's 6 o'clock news will capture it and everybody will be up in arms. Right now, it's a different story. It's a shame. But when I see this, I'm just like, you guys know what you're doing. You're putting a lot of energy. This goes back to like the whole AI photo, the thing we just talked about. You're putting a lot of energy into something over here that just shows you have the capability to do what's right.
Right. Shiz, when I heard that it was Texas, I was like, man, Florida going to Florida, and I guess Texas is going to Texas.
And it's again, we are being just completely wiped out. Just like I won't say wiped out because we are fighting back. And you have smart people like the Morning Experience, who will let you know things that are going on. But it's like we're seeing this happen, and we were told this was going to happen. And when people came out and they were like, well, I'm voting for Trump because I don't like Kamala or whatever your reason was, we said this was going to happen, and it's happening now, and it's just like. It's like you see the car crash coming, but you don't move. You just stand there, and it's like we have to do something because again, if you listen to the Morning Experience before, we've had a story where we are in the like you said, we are in the upside down. We have a white woman who is suing because they wouldn't let her play Harriet Tubman.
Oh yes.
So we're like, what type of times are we in right now? It's wild. It's wild. It's like you can't show Black history, but we're suing because a white woman can't do blackface and be Harriet Tubman in her Wonder Woman play. All right.
That's how you know we are officially in the upside down.
Upside down, man.
Folks, we got more after this. This is the Morning Experience. All right, that was our first hour, second hour in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Morning Experience, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. So, Dr. K, the article also says that some organizations have backed a letter And in this letter, it was sent to the TSU president, Kelly Damphouse, and the Texas chapters of the ACLU and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. They are saying that they are highlighting that SB 17 does not bar diversity, equity, and inclusion in teaching, which they're trying to say that it does.
Yes. And I think this is a very important distinction. So the Senate Bill SB 17 in 2023, now this is before Trump was reelected, right? Is a law that prohibits diversity, equity, inclusion, and inclusion offices and activities at public universities, not in coursework. That's the difference. So you can't have the offices, but they're trying to lump the coursework under activities, even though it looks like the original law was focused on offices and activities. For example, under this bill, you could bar a Black student union, a Hispanic student union, a Caribbean student union, a African student union, etc., and the activities thereof. This one, they're trying to stretch that to say it also includes what you teach in the classroom. So I think that's a very important line to draw in the sand, because are you truly, and I think the answer is yes, but let's see how it plays out. Are you truly going to try to stop teachers from teaching history? I think the answer is yes. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I think the answer is yes. But I do think them backing El Hakim and saying this is a form of censorship is important, because I also overall think SB 17 is nonsense. It's nonsense to say that we are banning students from expressing their own historical and cultural experience at school. So I think it's important for them to also just buck against that law, period.
Fight back.
And Shiz,
fight back. That's exactly what it is. You hope that people just realize what's going on. It's not a thought no more. It's not a what if or what can happen anymore. It's happening now. So what are we going to do right now? And the only thing we can do is fight back. We have to make everyone aware of what's going on, and we have to actually fight back in a real way, not just complain about it to each other like we always do. We have to actually do something.
Yeah, take it beyond the post, because that post that you made, it's not really going to make too much of a difference. So, Felix, TSU has said that the university had planned a range of events and activities for Black History Month, which is why they're saying that they don't need this.
So that I don't understand that. What? That just gives me like, hey, I got, you hold the prize in one hand and you hide it behind your hand and back, and you tell your kids to get, which one do you want? What are we doing? Like Dr. K just said, we're talking about history. So what are we talking about really? We're talking about you not wanting certain history to be accessible. That's what you don't want. And so now it's kind of like, well, why would you want that? You can have that. I mean, we're giving you Black History Month. I mean, what do you guys want? You want more? It's history. Nobody else has to negotiate their history. And that's the one thing that's always kind of been a problematic thing for me personally. It's just kind of like, what are we doing? Why are we playing this game about history in this country? And when you start talking about it like we're doing right now, you get blanketed with the woke tag, and now that word's been hijacked and used to signify that people are just trying to distort it's ridiculous. So when it comes to you should just be happy for Black History Month, they can kick rocks and pound sand. I want all the history. I want to be able to have history accessible across the board, period.
Right, especially at a university. Folks, we are just scratching the top of this story. I'm more than sure there will be a bunch more stories to come out about this, especially in the state of Texas. So we got our top 10 with Shizzy Get Busy, and then we have our things that make you say on a Wednesday. So this should be fun. This is the morning experience.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna give me some more to drink because it's been a long week. We've invaded Venezuela. We apparently think we're in charge of Venezuela, but we're not. It's been a lot.
And there's Greenland too.
And what else? Oh, and Greenland's up for discussion. So it's Cuba. Apparently, it's too much for me. And I keep asking people, what the heck does it have to do with the United States? Ain't got nothing to do with us.
Nothing. Nothing. All right. First four, and we are going to be talking about searching for jobs in 2025, 2026.
Oh, wait, I'm not leaving for that. I'm not leaving for that. Let me sit back down. Hold on.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. This is the morning experience, and I just wanted to ask the team, when was the last time you searched for a job? Was it 2025? Hey, has it been this month? We're only 7 days in. Has it been 2026? Me, myself, I've been looking for a couple months, and the job search, it's just ghetto. I mean, it is one of the worst times to be looking for a job. Dr. K, I know that you just got a new job. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations.
Can you tell us how that job search was for you in 2025?
I was let go in 83 days from an organization who said they had money right before I got there, and they eliminated my position. So they literally let me go the same day, which sent me into a job search tailspin. So from June, what was that, the 3rd or so, until the week before Christmas, I was looking for a job, and I think I applied to over 600 jobs in that 5.5 month span. Most of them were ghost jobs. We can talk about what that means. And then most of them were just positions that I was just applying to apply to meet my unemployment measurements. But it was probably the worst. It was most likely the worst season of job applications I've ever done in my carry the one 26-year history of looking for a job.
Yeah. How about you, Felix? Did you get out into the job search field, or did you kind of stay put?
The beginning of last year I did, and I at that point it had been years since I had looked for a job, so I just chalked it up to, well, things have changed. It's kind of, it's not like it's not as easy as I thought it would be, as it was. But then I noticed this current year, I hadn't looked for a job, but my son did. And I, even just helping my son trying to find a job, he's starting to work. You have this thought process like, well, you just got to go and you just got to apply, and nobody's hiring, or it was so difficult even for a 17-year-old to get a job. It confused me, because I always thought that that's something that would always be easy to get one way or another. You may not get the job you want, but you know what I mean? And so that's only been my experience with it.
How about you, Shiz?
I fought with the mayor recently to get better wages at my job, but I have not looked for a job, and I hated that process of looking for a job, especially back when we were younger and we had to go to the mall and fill out the job applications. But it was like I hated writing your name and your address over and over again. It was just I hated that process, and I can just tell that now it's just it's slim pickings now. it's slim pickings now on actual decent jobs, and a lot of jobs that you get into, you're like, what the hell did I go to school for?
1,000%.
I could have not went to school and been further along in this position than you know what I mean. It's a lot of these jobs out here are a lot of fluff, as we say.
Yo, the thing that got me was that I had a job coach. I just got sick of it after 6 months of looking. I was just like, all right, like let me get a job coach because maybe I'm just out of the fields for it. You know, maybe
what?
A job coach.
We're like, come on, fill out that app. Yes, you got it. We're gonna go to this station and this station, and we're gonna.
One more app.
You didn't put that in the PDF. Start over. Start.
Erase it and start from the beginning.
This a job coach really helped me out with my resume, which I thought that my resume was like, you know, pristine and everything like that. She picked my resume apart for one, and then two, she was like, "What part of this is AI?" And I was like, "Ma'am, all of it."
Yeah, yeah, really.
And the answer is 100%.
100%.
And you know what she told me? She said, "Well, this is why you're not getting any hitbacks, because nowadays, if you use AI, like their AI system will pick up the AI code and cancel your resume out. But here's the other thing as well. If you use a template, like even if you use a Microsoft Word template, when it goes through the automatic tracking system, the first page of your resume is going to be all code because of that template. So you're going to get rejected if you don't use AI but use a template." She was like,
"Make it make sense."
She said you have to do it from scratch, blank page, old school style. Do it from scratch where it is all you. And I was like, wow, I had to pay a couple $100s to find this out.
Yeah, and that's what really bothers me, if I can just quickly interject here, is we're talking about utilizing technology. And I know AI is a touchy subject and there's rights and wrongs here and there, but we're talking about getting your arms around using technology in 2025. And when it comes to filling out an application, you're getting spanked for using it to put your resume together. So let's start from scratch. What are we doing? It's
back
2025. You mean to tell me right now that the CEO of this, that, and the third doesn't have a template or an AI or an assistant that's putting together their it doesn't make sense to me. And I also feel like a lot of that is just a stigma. It's just kind of like it nobody wants to embrace AI, so it's a stigma where really in 5 years that's going to be a completely different story. You don't have a choice but to embrace it whether you like it or not. Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah. Folks, we will I said this about the last story and I'll say it about this one. We will keep our finger on the pulse of these job reports. But up next we have Shizzy Get Busy's top 10. Shiz, what you got for us?
Hey man, we are talking about things that we all naturally do and know. We are all alike. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all we are all alike.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, one of them involves putting on deodorant, because what I smelled today was disrespectful to the nostril. Folks, this is the morning experience.
It's like that scene from Anchorman.
All right.
Like,
now I'm gonna take a short runaway. I'll be right back for probably like number 7.
Sounds good.
All right.
Pull it up real quick.
All right.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right.
On you, brother.
And in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the morning experience. You know what time it is. It is Wednesday, and it is now time for an all-new top 10. Again, I try to tell y'all every week, we are all the same person. We all live the same lives. So I want you to understand. They say I know what you did last summer, I literally know. Like we all do stuff. We all when somebody runs, we're all gonna run. So this is the things that we all naturally do and all naturally know. Just off the top. You don't have, nobody has to tell you. It's just born in you. Number 10. This is one. This Jonas. Everybody knows God is good
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
all the time.
God is good.
If you just have to know that. I don't understand how everybody knows that, but we all just know that no matter what.
It was like this meeting at the cookout that the old heads had, and was like this is how it goes across everywhere. And yeah, I can't even tell you how I know that. It's just like embedded in me. I just know it.
It's just like the grace, like, you know, God is great, God is good. You know, everybody knows. Why does everybody know that same grace?
Right. God is good, God is great. Yep.
Number nine, fellas, we all do this before we leave the house. We are all going to check in this order. We are going to check for phone, wallet, keys. It's going to be the same thing. You were going to forget whatever else that comes after that, but it's definitely going to be phone, wallet, keys check every time, and at least 3 times too. You're going to go back,
tap. Yep. Tap.
You got to make sure.
This is
I
wild,
have a habit.
Yeah,
no, I have a habit of leaving all my stuff at different parts of the house. I don't know why, but I do the check, and I'm like, oh wait, I left my wallet downstairs, my keys are downstairs, but my glasses or my cell phone is where is that? I got a bad habit of doing that, man.
That's why we got a bowl at our front door. So then we put stuff right in the bowl. It is a gift and a curse because it's right there, but if somebody broke in, like, they're not gonna go too far.
They just gotta stick their hand through the window and grab the keys out, like, I'm gonna unlock the door. They be like, it was no forced entry.
This was too easy.
Number 8. Listen, spaghetti won't stop the show. We will keep the Tupperware with the spaghetti stains in it, and we will not get rid of that Tupperware until it burns a hole in the microwave. And that's the only time we will get rid of some Tupperware when it starts leaning a little too much, or the lid don't fit no more. But we will put some foil over top of that.
You be forcing the lid on there too.
Yeah.
Or put some aluminum foil over it because the container's still good.
Yep.
Not until it starts melting down. Now it still start melting. That's when you got to get rid of it.
No, you don't. You use the bowl regardless after that, except I won't use it for cereal. Like, I'm not putting my cereal in this, but I'll reuse it for anything else. I don't care.
Yo,
see, we'll be like, look, we'll try to use it like for some keys at the door, and then we'll just save pennies in there. Or something like that.
Yep. This is where the baptism cards go. That's what.
We are all the same person. I'm trying to tell you. Number 7. In the store, you are definitely going to never, ever, ever take the item in front. You're always going to take the item that's right behind that one. It's just natural. Why are you going to do that? Yeah. My wife is shaking her head like, yep, that's her, because she was. It's nothing wrong with that first box. It's just there, but we always feel like it's something wrong with it.
There's definitely something wrong with that first box.
It's dented. It's messed up. Yeah.
Everybody done seen it.
Everybody grabbed it. Yeah, shook it.
Right. Yes.
Loaf of bread. I go to the back.
No. Oh man.
And I look at the date. I try to get the freshest.
Yeah, right.
The freshest loaf of bread I can find.
Yo, the twisty ties.
Yeah.
I look at the color of the twisty ties because that tells you which ones are the more fresh ones. I learned that. I don't know where I learned that, but yeah.
I just learned that now. Yeah, I just always look for the date.
Apply that, right?
I didn't even know. And see, that's the funny thing. I didn't even know that there was a date on it, but that makes sense. I just knew that the different color twisty ties meant like different days that they put it in.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Color, Tuesday has a color, so forth and so on. Yeah.
The morning experience.
Right. Morning experience.
The more you know, the more you know.
NPR, if you're listening.
Yeah. Use them last little bit of funds over this.
Right.
But But you definitely got to do that with the air fresheners because everybody done sprayed the little first one. So you got to get the one. So you go for the one in the back.
Especially people that fart in the supermarket like me. I gotta use it.
That's crazy.
All the lights are
Where is Brittany when I need her? Where is Brittany when I need her? Where is she?
That's why you got to use the second one because the first one has been touched.
It's all candles too. You all got your nose in there. I don't want everybody's nose hairs in my candle I'm taking home.
Right.
Number 6, we all do it. If no matter who we're talking to, we're always going to demonstrate with our hands what we're trying to talk about. Be like, yo, you got the phone, or you got. You always got to do a demonstration to tell somebody. Like I'm sitting right next to you. I know. I heard what you said. You don't have to demonstrate. You have to turn the radio on. What?
I blame my parents. That's how my parents talk to me. Like when they said that I'm gonna whoop you behind, like they said I'm going to yo behind. So now naturally
we always said hi. I'm like huh? But, so now you know what I'm saying to you.
If you can you can hear.
Yeah, that's all of us, bro.
That's a natural one too. That's.
Oh yeah, black mom sayings, man.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first half of our top 10. Please make sure you come back after these messages and this music. It is the morning experience. It is the top 10, y'all.
All right, boom. All right.
I made strawberry lime margaritas because I don't like too much of the strawberry. That's my new drink of choice. Delicious.
You mix them now.
Strawberry lime.
Listen, I am a mixologist. That's what
my wife is. She calls herself the mixologist. See, y'all dangerous. You be making. I don't know. You gotta be careful.
We're gonna have a party, and we're gonna take over your basement where the studio's at, and we are gonna have a party down there. We're gonna be mixing drinks. That's what we're gonna do. She would like that. Wouldn't she like that?
Oh my God! Yeah, are you crazy?
She would love that. I already knew.
Well, hey, I'm looking for my invite. Just gonna
tell her my birthday week is open, and I have birthday week slots. We can do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We could do any of the days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'll bring all my mixers. Listen. I made a guava. I don't know what it was. It was delicious. But
you don't even know what it was. See, I'm scared now.
I
don't even know what it was.
Liquors. It was good.
That's how I used to be in school. Would be like, just drink it. Like, damn.
I don't be like drink. I would just like taste a little bit. And people are like, whoa. I'm like, that's what I want to see.
Shout out to Gene. Gene says, what is the topic? Gene, the topic for tonight. We had a couple of them. Right now we are going through our top 10. We are halfway through our top 10, and then we're about to get back to it. So shiz.
Hey, let's get to it. And in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the morning experience. It is the top 10. We are right here in the middle of it. We are talking about things that we all naturally do and we all naturally know. It's just, again, I tell y'all every week, we are the same people. We are the same person. We live the same lives. We just kind of had some different flavor to it, but we all live the same lives. So we are at number 5. Number 5. You are going to be perfectly fine right until you get to the door, and right when you try to put your key in, you're going to have to feel like you haven't peed in 3 days. No. You're just going to, I don't know why it happens when you get to the door, and then you're going to start fumbling your keys. You got to run to the bathroom once you get to the door.
That happened to me today, and I was like a couple feet from the door. I was like, "Body, you gonna do this to me now?" Like,
this is how today.
I'm bundled up. I gotta go through a couple layers.
So I have a scientific reason for this. It's neurological. The cold hits you. The door is a certain proximity away, and then you feel the toilet. It's like neurological, and then your body's like, "Well, I gotta go right now. Are you not in place? Because that's rude."
Well, I'm not going to lie.
The whole ride, you were good. The whole ride, you were good.
What?
I had a little spritz.
A little missed. A little
spritz. You know? When you like, gotta go.
If you pan the camera down, Lup got on the little daycare pants that they send you home with.
We call it in the ladies' world. We did a little tinkle. We did. Especially when you hit. See, now I'm telling my age, but I don't care. Especially when you hit perimenopause age, something about holding it is not. Your body's like, absolutely not. We're not doing it. We object. Thank you. Older you get, it's like alien. If you, yes, it is. Big facts.
It's the worst feeling ever, and just like the white people in the movies, you're gonna fumble your keys when you try to trying to get in the damn door.
You're gonna turn into a whole white person trying to get in the door.
You forget that you got 2 locks, not one. You got that deadbolt.
Try to
you try to open it like, okay, I got the deadbolt.
You're running from the monster that is the PP, trying to get in the door. Yeah, it's a lot.
I do have a trick for that though. I just pretend that I don't have to go. Like I try to trick my mind. Like even though I gotta go, I'm just like, man, I'm good.
That's not a good trick because
it works.
I'd be like,
it calms me down.
And my body's like, well, guess what? Well, guess what we're gonna do right now?
You may not have to, but I do. So
I'm going right now. You say what you want.
Number 4. Hey, we're all up there in that age. We were from the times where everybody was super social, and now we're all kind of a bunch of introverts. Now you're gonna somebody's gonna call you, and you're definitely gonna watch your phone ring. You're just gonna, and you're not gonna like shut it off or anything. You're gonna literally.
No, I'm gonna watch it.
You might not even turn the tone off. You might listen to the whole thing.
I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna cuss them out for calling me. How come you didn't text me first?
Why didn't you text me for? Yeah.
I text messages. You need to tell me what is the reason for me having to discuss anything with you. Why do I gotta talk to you on the phone? Because I don't.
I hate when people text says a lot, and then 3 minutes later they're calling. It's like, yo, you didn't even give me a chance to answer the text.
Yeah.
Like, don't do this. Don't do this.
Or they leave a voicemail, and I'm like, really? When's the last time I still have to set mine up. It booted me out. I haven't used it so long.
New voicemail, 47.
You actually left the voicemail?
I purposely put mine to be like, the caller you have called has not set up their voicemail. Goodbye. And you're still leaving a voicemail. How did you do that? How'd you do that?
You did emergency breakthrough. Remember that when you used to be on the phone doing emergency breakthrough? I have to leave a message like on her phone.
Why we hated things.
Number 3, we all did this, especially young gamers. We used to do this all the time. We're going to blame they when something goes wrong. Who the hell is they? We always be like, man, they cheated. Who the hell is they? Like, where did they come from?
The opposition. Yeah?
They always cheated.
All the time. They always cheat. Oh, Dr. K, there you go. There you go.
There's my boo. That's being my favorite. Here she is. Thank you so much.
Britt, what up?
Britt Lupton says, I'm a notify anyway type of gal. And then Jean says, I will Harry met Sally V-mail if it is necessary. Forget about it. And,
period.
Yes. Blame the controls. Yo, because when I hit X, I want you to do what I want you to do, regardless if X is something else.
That's what I had in my mind you were supposed to do.
Right. I didn't mean to shoot it. I meant to pass it. And if I shot it, I should have made
it. All of that.
What you mean I missed?
Right.
Number 2. We are going to absolutely complain about somebody doing something in traffic that we do ourselves, but since we're not in a rush at the time, and now we got to complain about it. But we definitely do the same stuff, and now we're being Karens about it.
Listen, I'm absolutely complaining. Oh, so you got to the light and it's green. You wanted to wait 3 seconds. I wait 3 seconds all the time because what if somebody is coming from the left or right is going to hit me? But the person in front of me when I'm in a hurry, so you're gonna wait 2.9 seconds to go.
Yeah.
Wasting my time. Wasting my time.
I just don't like the way they do it. Because I can respect it if it's done right. But most of the time, they ain't doing it right. Like, I know what you're trying to do.
But
you're trying to time that red light. You're trying to time that red light so you don't got to brake. But you're doing it wrong.
Doing it incorrect.
You're getting kind of close to my car.
First of all, why you go to the light? You should have slowed down properly at the light. And you didn't do that. And now I'm all up in your bumper. This is your fault.
Yeah.
And then when you in a rush, you're like, get the hell out the way.
It's a post-COVID world, so driving rules, driving laws are out the window, especially in Maryland. Oh my God.
Different.
Oh yeah. I'm not a big fan of driving in Maryland. You're crazy.
I'm not a big fan of driving, period, anymore. It's just like, man, people can't drive at all.
Absolutely.
What the hell happened to people?
Yeah.
Who gives the license away now? Number one, if you were in a room full of black and brown people, if you say this, everyone will do it. If you just say, I hate chapped lips, someone will lick their lips because it's going to happen, even if they have gloss on their lips. Even if
they do a little cherry.
You could have just gasoline your lips up and everything. If somebody says, man, I hate chapped lips, you might laugh and lick your lips at the same time. It's going to happen.
They're going to be like, on the low. They're going to cover it up with their hand because they want you to see that they're doing it either.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yep, that's the
next
cover
it up like this.
The next social event I'm at, I'm going to do that. That sounds like a great social experiment. Like I'm going to have a good time. Oh yeah,
you
try to laugh it off and still like do it.
You gonna watch people drop like flies. They're gonna turn to the wall. They're gonna dig in their pocket. They're gonna be like,
right.
It's gonna be a crazy scene. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy scene.
Exactly, Gene. He says on the LL Cool J lip thing. Yo,
exactly. Just like that.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
He was a little excessive. I don't know. There was no reason to be doing all that lip licking.
Yo,
he was.
LL had the girls get the little tasty stuff, the tasty lip gloss.
And Princess like licking his lips. He did it for everybody.
Yeah. Then he had to he kiss like his peace sign, like, and then it was like, oh man, that was
his wrestling sign when he did did his.
Yeah, he did that. Oh. They kept taking the camera off him.
They was like, yo, you gotta stop.
You gotta cut it.
The attitude era no more. You gotta stop, bro. Like
it was like the Elvis era, like censorship, but just for lips.
Oh man.
Oh,
lips. But ladies and gentlemen, that was this week's top 10. Please, if you missed any of this top 10 or any other top 10 or any of the show, please make sure you check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. It is the morning experience. It's the top 10. Hey man, enjoy y'all Wednesday, y'all.
All right. We got our
here's what I propose. That you guys come to Harrisburg one day and you do the show here so I can make you these delicious margaritas. They're so good.
Okay.
I'm 100% down with that.
I'm not scared of no margarita.
Period.
There you go.
I am 100% down with that.
Period.
Yeah. And they found my car, so I'm back on. Well, I'm
friend, you gotta tell us offline. So they found the car and what happened?
Yeah, put the Viper on that joint.
Oh yeah. I definitely am. They contacted me like 5:00 in the morning. My insurance company did and told me to contact the police department that's one county over.
One
county over. I thought that they, broke the car up and broke it down. If you're just
tuning in, Marquise got hijacked for his car.
Yeah.
And you found it one county over.
County over. It was gone for a month, and no damage. There was like blunt guts and weedlets in the car, but
blunt guts and weedlets is crazy.
But that's it though. Yeah, like there.
Are we on? We're not. This is not on air. But what you saying is some niggas got your car.
Yes, absolutely. 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 And enjoyed it for a month. I feel like this is somebody that steals cars. Because I'm like, he knew or she knew when to give it up. Like, all right, I had it for a month. I'm not going to push my luck. Let me give it up.
Did they take anything?
No, and they were so respectful. Like the mail that was in there wasn't even open. I was like, this
wait.
Because you still got CDs
Marquise,
in there.
they stole your car. Yeah, they stole your car. You're talking about, but they were so respectful. They didn't even open my mail. They're so nice. And I swear they topped off the gas too. It may have been 87. I take 93. I don't give a shit. Fuck it.
For a month, they had to have topped off the gas. Had to.
And I almost guarantee that they had sex in there as well. So I was like, y'all definitely got to detail this. Definitely.
It was the young boy from The Wire that always stole the cars. Took proper care of your car.
Shiz. Yes.
White glove service.
It was in. It
this
was
month
like
insurance is paid off on your car and everything. They're like, I got you. I got you.
The car payment.
Car.
Pay the insurance. They made sure they didn't get a detail on the inside, but the outside at least because they were rolling around.
Yo,
they had to do that.
That's the thing. The car.
You got an easy pass on there?
Nah.
Okay, good.
Smart.
But the car was clean though. Like they clearly washed the car.
Yeah. Of course
Oh, it was clean. Like.
They planned on keeping. They had squatters' rights on that car.
Like my sister said, our car. That's how he was.
We gonna take care of our car.
Yo, how long you need our car for? Because I got something to do.
If you leave it here again, I'm gonna take it for one more month.
Yeah. There were a couple of stolen credit cards in there. So this obviously is a career criminal. But
somebody else's stolen credit cards, not yours.
Yeah. A couple people. Sharon Smith, Jose Acevedo.
Okay, Acevedo.
Yeah.
Acevedo. Okay.
All right. This is our.
All right, let's go.
That would be crazy if they just happened to listen to this show. It's just like they just.
Like, baby, they say we respectful. You were right. You were right.
I told you.
Wash the car. They say wash the car. You're right, babe.
You was right, babe.
I didn't think he would notice.
Tire detail I put on there. I wonder if he saw that tire.
You said wash the car, and we took it to the new little shiny car wash spot. We did.
He's like, you're welcome. I took care of it for you for the month. Oh man! All right. For things that make you saying coming up in 3, 2, 1. Folks, thank you for joining us for the morning experience. So, Scotty is not here with us today, but we're going to keep that Scotty energy and bring you things that make you say So, Shiz, starting off with you, who has the best clapbacks? Is it A, Wendy Williams, B, Cardi B, C, Boosie, or D, 50 Cent?
50 is a troll. He don't just clap back. He just like he just brings everything out. You know what? That you need to put E on there because the queen when Twitter was at its height. Rihanna was the queen of clap. Like she get right with you, right in like live. It wasn't no waiting around for it. She was right with you. I'm gonna go with E, but if I have to pick somebody off the list, then I'll take who was B?
Cardi B.
Cardi B. I'll take Cardi B. All
right. Felix, how about you? Who has the best clapbacks? A, Wendy Williams, B, Cardi B, C, Boosie, or D, 50 Cent?
Yeah, I actually am right in line with what Shiz was saying because it's too easy to say 50. I mean, it's just too easy right now. And for me personally, like I was just like Cardi B and Boosie. I just feel like the energy, regardless if it made sense or if it didn't make sense, it was the energy and the bravado in their clapback. Especially Cardi B. It was that she came with that fire. So I'm here for the energy in Cardi B's clapback. Absolutely.
Oh, all right, Dr. K. How about yourself? Who has the best clapbacks? Wendy Williams.
It's obviously 50. I don't even need to. After I watched the Diddy documentary, I was like, it was 50 because he found the people that Diddy didn't pay for the documentary and then paid them to make Diddy look the worst. Is that not the most petty thing you've heard in a long time? I admire the level of petty and clap back to that. Because
Dr. K, I agree. The levels of petty reach by 50 Cent is like this should be studied. This should be studied. Like the definition of kick a man while he is down. Like,
and then after he completely decimated it, he was like, "Oh, y'all still on the documentary? I got other things cooking." He didn't even care about that level of petty. That's how normal this is for 50. He didn't even care about it. He was like, "Yeah, I paid him, and they did what I said." And now I'm on to the next petty thing I'm about to do. Petty as hell.
Promotion.
What?
I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all. I think it's Wendy Williams. You know, nowadays she's brain dead, so like you don't really know. But like it's like that was hard.
Damn.
I'm sorry, man. No. It wasn't that bad. It was Shiz's. It was Shiz.
I just sent a message to her to listen to the show. I was like, we got a decent morning show, you know. And now she just listening and you talking about she brained it.
That was Shiz. That was Shiz. Shiz put the spice on it because that would have just went and y'all would have been like, yeah. But Shiz was like, damn.
There's somebody Googling Wendy Williams right now. Like, is she brain dead? I didn't know she was brain dead.
Don't you put that brain dead on her. Damn, just brain dead. They just
like Brittany said, nowadays she's brain dead. It is insane. It's crazy.
She was for a minute there. Yeah, she had that title. I could see that a little bit.
Like, yo, did he put hands and feet on her? Like that's how she was. Usher gripped her up. Like Bobby Brown even swung on her. Like she was the queen of clapbacks. Notice how I said all men, unfortunately. Because the only
you going down a rabbit hole, you about to have somebody put a case out that because they put hands on her, now she's brain dead. Like now, like damn,
they correlated.
What you saying is Usher put hands on Wendy Williams and made her brain dead? Is that what?
That's a whole other documentary. That's a whole other Netflix documentary.
Where's 50? Oh man, folks, we got more things to make you say coming up after this. This is the morning experience.
Damn, brain dead.
Yo, see?
It's wild. It's wild work. He said, I'm gonna choose Wendy, even though she's been brain dead for a decade. That's what I heard.
Oh man, America, pay no mind to the people in the boxes. All right. Final three, and in 3, 2, 1. This is the morning experience. Thank you for joining us. We're doing things that make you say, So this one is for the fellas, mainly because I want to read my sister's response, and I really want to hear what Dr. K has to say about our responses here. So, Felix, I'm going to start with you. Which of these do you notice first when? Which of these do men notice first when they meet a woman? Is it A, shoes, B, teeth, C, hair, D, shape? Which one of these do men notice first when they meet a woman?
I would say, no, it's going to be truthful, and it's got to be shape. I have to be honest. Yeah, it's got to be shape. It's got to be shape. I feel like hair is a close second. Shape, yeah. And the time of year. Where are we at? You know what I mean? Like, where are we at the winter? Are we at the summer?
I think shape is the nice way of saying something that rhymes with bass and kitties.
I was gonna say.
I just said shape. I answered the question with the option that was provided. Okay.
Don't tell anyone. I just want to know you.
Oh man.
This is not Boomerang. I know he was with feet, but shoes, he'd be like, "Oh man, she was gorgeous. She had a good personality and everything, man. But she had on those the white girl Air Force Ones, and they was little. I couldn't deal with it no more.
She got the K-Swiss on.
Never in the realm of brodom have I heard. Did you see her shoes though?
She would have been a dime, but now she's like a 7 with them shoes.
I don't know. I went to this party with this dude in DC who he calls himself the architect. I still hate on him to this day. Went to New Year's party and he wouldn't let the women in without heels. Oh, I don't know, guys.
They had to take the heels off to walk in?
No, they had to have heels to walk in.
Oh.
Maybe he's a calf man and he just wanted to see all the calves.
And I complained heavily. I made posts about him because I don't
That's
care.
a bit much, yeah.
He was like, you cannot come into the establishment without heels. And we were like, heels? It's New Year's. We want to dance. And we have cute shoes. We were cute. But he didn't care about that. He was like, you have heels on. I was like, we paid like $80. I need to come in here with my $80.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You don't know those heels are gonna get taken off after the pictures get taken. Y'all could be right there, barefooted or with some slides on, dancing around the floor or whatever like that. Those heels are definitely coming off.
He didn't know that. He didn't know that. Very weird.
All right. Wrapping it up for myself. I would say B teeth. I would say that. But as you know, Dr. K, when I'm in the group chat. And when they send the videos, you click on the big booty videos.
Big booty videos. We talk about these.
And like, today there was a big booty video, and like I saw the big booty, and then she smiled, and I was like, oh, her teeth. But you know what I noticed first?
What?
The booty.
The booty.
Okay, I'm just gonna quote Bobby Valentine really fast. Slow down. I just want to get to know you, but don't turn around because that pretty round thing looks good to me. Slow down. Never seen anything so lovely. Now turn around and bless me with your beauty, cutie. Okay, I mean it's all in the song. That's literally how men do the things.
Hey, last thing. If she was turned around and then she like turned around and you saw her teeth, every guy said the same thing. Every guy had the same thought, and I'm not going to say it on air, but every guy had the same thought, and it had her turning back around. Yep. But every guy had the same thought.
She was like, "Oh wait, just butterface though."
Well,
butterface, yeah. She looked good from far, but far from good. You know what I mean?
No, they called this girl in my high school bag and shag. I was like, oh,
they called her what?
Bag and shag. You like
bag and shag. Yeah, that sounds like a guy thing. Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, we had From a Distance. We had as a girl from a distance.
Oh man, folks, that was things that make you say, Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday. All right. Final 30, and then and then we have the Sunday show, and that's that. All right, and in 3, 2, 1. Want to thank you for joining us on the morning experience. Like every Wednesday, man, we really have a good old time, Shiz. Just laughing, dropping facts, and giving the folks this funny, man.
Hey man, it's Wednesday. Either if your week was bad, this is where it picks up. If it was good all week, this is where it's about to get better. So happy Wednesday, man. Enjoy the rest of the week, yo.
Felix, got any plans for later on today, rest of the week? How you feeling?
Oh, this week it's all about catching up. The last 2 weeks with the holidays and Three Kings and all that. We've been enjoying the time off, and now it's a matter of just accepting the fact that we're back in the grind. Wednesday is halfway through the week, so I'm right there with everybody else. Enjoy it.
Yeah, Dr. K, back to the grind.
Yeah, I thought I started off the new year with resolutions that were going to get me beyond the days of the week, but it hasn't happened yet. I still have to count the days of the week to figure out where I'm at. And that's where I'm at.
Folks, thank you for joining us. We will see you on Thursday.
Hey. That was fun.
Yes. So we got our microwave news, and then that's that. That's that. 5 minutes each, and then we are done, folks.
5 minutes each. Okay, great.
And in 3, 2, 1. Good morning and happy Sunday to you. This is the Morning Experience. I am Marquise Lupton. That is Dr. Kamika Campbell. That is Felix C. Arroyo, the journeyman. And that is Shizzy. Get busy. Shiz, what's going on, good brother? How you feeling?
Hey, HBG, happy Sunday, man. What is going on? Wake up. Again, I tell you every Sunday, if you're up and listening, start cleaning up something. Just clean up something. Wipe the nightstand off or something.
Oh, Felix, Shiz is talking about wiping it down.
Yeah, there's dust on that nightstand. Good morning, Harrisburg. I agree. Get up. Yeah, man. Usually Sunday mornings is a good time to get your coffee. You go to church, get your worship on, enjoy the rest of your day. You know how we do on Sundays.
Yeah, and Dr. K, it's cold, but we about to heat things up with this microwave news.
The air quality has been terrible, so I'm trying to use a good tea congestion to help my chest. I'm still getting over the flu, and I hate it here for that.
Yeah, folks, our microwave news begins with a story from PennLive.com. And a massive data center proposed for Cumberland County took a significant, albeit not final step forward on Monday. And Middlesex Township supervisors voted 2-0 to approve subdivision plans for an 18-building campus proposed for 700 acres of one-time farmland off Country Club Road, about 5 miles northeast of Carlisle. Supervisors Don Guesswhite and Phil Nieder cast their deciding votes. Board member William Goodard was not present, and I'm gonna talk about William because I feel as though that he took the punk way out
and did.
But Shiz, let's begin with you. This massive data center is coming to Cumberland County, and we already did stories on what these data centers do. So
right,
what's going through their minds when there's already bad research out there? What do you think?
Well, it's if you think about the world we live in now, when you want to incite somebody to get angry or an emotion somebody, you use trigger words. So you use certain words to get to people. And with this, I feel like every time they announce it, it's on old farmland, so it's a lot of acres of unused farmland that nobody uses anymore. But the resources that they're going to be using, and it's going to be make a major impact. And I don't think people see that. I think, it's just like you hear certain things and you just like you brush it off. But this is going to be bad. And like you said, was it William Goddard? William Goddard, he's a sucker. He's a sucker for dipping out like that. He's a sucker for dipping out like that.
Right, Felix. You had this vote of 2-0, and like I said, there's already so much information and research out there about how detrimental these data centers can be to the local environment.
Yeah, I'm catching up on this right now, to be quite honest. I'm not too savvy with this information, but it is, when it comes to data or any type of program in that field, I'm going to lean towards what you guys have already spoken about. But my concern also, if I am reading this correctly, is with there only being a 2-0 vote. Right. You mentioned the gentleman that was not present. Are they allowed to do that? Like, is that something that can be accepted, especially if there's only 3 of you?
Yes, there is. That's a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely allowed.
That's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Majority rule.
Yeah. Dr. K, where do you land on this?
Yeah. So people who are approving data centers in their communities are setting us up for failure in the future. It doesn't just affect Cumberland County. It doesn't just affect Mechanicsburg or Wormleysburg or Camp Hill or Lemoyne. It affects everyone in the region who is going to have to shoulder these costs. So I think it's short-sighted, and I think they should be planning regionally for this and not by municipality. And the way they are going around being accountable is planning municipality by municipality and presenting it like the cost is not going to be too much for that municipality, but it is. And for the surrounding municipalities that have to depend on the utility commissions that exist in their in the state of Pennsylvania and that govern their particular areas. So, yeah.
The thing that
I'm sorry, brother. Yeah. One thing people should definitely take into consideration with this is that the goal with these people putting this here is that in the long run it'll be successful. If it's successful, it has to expand, which means it's going to take up more space. You're going to need more land. You're going to need to accommodate more. If it's unsuccessful and they have to move and they can't expand there, they're going to move somewhere else. So now you're stuck with this big, big facility that's just taking up space. Yeah. It's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, and it's just like there's consequences to all this, and I just really hope people see this stuff.
Plus, the AI bubble is about to pop, baby, and so we're planning for all these data centers all around the region, all around the state, and we are not sure that the future of AI is going to be able to sustain these data centers. They are sucking up water and energy out of the atmosphere. The water is not assured to return to our atmosphere, so they're sucking up water. They're creating the highest energy costs we've seen ever. It is not sustainable, and they're also not sure about the actual technology itself. Like they're telling the public that they're sure, but the technology is subpar at the highest rate you've ever seen. So why are we digging up our entire infrastructure to support AI when we're not even sure what it's going to be like in the future?
Yeah, and the thing that gets me is that we did a story on this in San Antonio, and the data center in San Antonio caused the drought. So this is something that could possibly come to the doorsteps of folks in Cumberland County. There could be a huge drought problem on top of the already drought problem that they have been having for the past couple of years. So folks, like many stories, we are going to keep our finger on the pulse of this and give you the updates as they roll out. So moving right along here, our next story for microwave news also comes from PennLive.com. And the State College Police Department underreported hundreds of rapes in its public crime data over nearly a decade. And this was done by a 10-month investigation by Spotlight PA. And the mistake, which led to highly inaccurate public crime statistics, was not disclosed to the public before the story was in publication, and it was published December 18th. So State College Police, who serve over 57,000 residents in 3 municipalities, reported a total of 67 rapes in crime submissions to the Pennsylvania State Police from 2013 to 2021. I want to repeat that. Reported 67 rapes in the span of 8 years. But the department conceded to Spotlight PA that it had been using an outdated definition of the crime and that there had actually been 321 rapes during that period, a 254 case difference, Dr. K.
I don't know what to say to this because I feel like this is the recurring story over rape investigations across the Commonwealth, across the Northeast, across the Eastern Seaboard, across the nation. So I'm listening to the story like, what's so different from what we already know about how underreported rapes are? Nothing. It's a reinforcement of what we know about how underreported rapes are and how investigated, not just underreported, but under investigated. So you can report a rape and they're going to be like, well, for whatever reason, we're not going to investigate it. And I want to make sure I have the caveat here of saying, I personally know people who have been falsely accused of rape. In my brother's lives who played football, and in my life who was involved in different things. But this number of people who are falsely accused of rape against people who've been credibly accused of rape, but there is no investigation, it pales in comparison. But we have made the falsely accused of rape category by and far away the largest category when that's not true. So I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Felix, there's a 254 case difference here. Like that is significant.
Well, it's extremely significant, and considering the fact that they owned up to the fact that they're using an outdated definition of the crime, I've never seen anything worded like that before, where they're going to say, listen, we've been kind of operating with a definition of this crime that is outdated.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing? And this number of 321 rapes that now is being brought into the light, what were these victims what were they saying during this time? You can't tell me that they weren't raising red flags and saying, hey, something's not right. How do you not have an updated definition in 2025, or rather 26 now? How do you not have an updated definition of that crime? And how do you say that? Like, yeah, this is what happened, guys. We kind of dropped the ball here. Like, it's just kind of it's showing a lot of it's horrible.
Yeah, and Shiz, this kind of surprised me because this is the land of Sandusky.
Well, if you look again, like you said, if you look where it's at, it's going to be underreported. That's not going to be something that's going to drive people to come to your school. That's not going to be something that's going to keep money coming into your school. What was it? A difference of 254 cases. It's just you went from double digits and now we're in triple digits, and it's just like that is something that is swept under the rug. And it's not that they just didn't want to update the definition of what they go by. It's called a loophole, and they were using that loophole. That they were making sure that they use that loophole to their advantage, where it's like, well, we don't have to report that as such, so the crime that crime doesn't seem like it's something that always happens here when it actually does.
And it seems intentional. I mean, to say that there were only a total of 67 rapes, in almost a 10-year period, and then to uncover that there's actually over 300, like this really seems like it's intentional. And I don't just want to blame the State College Police. I'm going to look at State College and Penn State as well, the University of Penn State. I'm going to look at them as well, because I can't help but think that this is a coordinated effort, to keep the rape numbers down so that we keep roaming up, Felix.
And on top of that, this can't be the only area in the country that it's happening. And so when you think about the numbers and staying low beneath the radar, like what Shiz was saying, and everything that could be happening with people working together to create a false narrative, what other universities, what other colleges in this country, areas in this country could be dealing with the same thing? I would say there's a lot of it going on, which is really perplexing to me. It's daunting, and it's not like we said, listen, we thought it was 300 and really it was 324. It's 67 rapes versus 321. That's a huge difference. So it's intentional, it's disgusting. And it's State College. It's crazy.
And it has me thinking here, Dr. K, your university police versus your city police. When I went to Shippensburg University had its own police that it employed. When I went to Morgan State had a police station on campus for the Baltimore PD.
Yeah,
they weren't Morgan State police, or they were Baltimore PD. For the State College Police, they are employed by Penn State. So there's that conflict of interest there. Like, yes, they cover those three counties. But Penn State, Penn State University is the ecosystem there. So you're going to listen to and follow and take heed to, what the administration has to say, Dr. K.
Well, I'm just going to bring up old wounds. I'm going to open them up because this was the biggest contention around the Sandusky case for Joe Paterno. When things were going on, the police would, and we had campus police Even in the later days, I went to Penn State between 2009 and 2014. But even in the later days, they would bring the athletes who may have offended or done something that they were never going to be actually face justice for. They would bring them to Paterno, and the campus police and also state college police who were not the campus police would be like, well, what do you want us to do with them? And they were like, we'll take care of them. Now, this is a long history of that. I'm coming along in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013 for 14. And I'm seeing and hearing this stuff. It's an open secret. So yeah, I have no confidence in a system that allows law enforcement to answer to a singular on-campus entity who has no interest in justice, but only has interest in preserving the reputation of the football team.
Yeah.
You know,
that is absolutely true.
Real quick, I'm sorry, real quick. When something like this happens, down the line, something will happen again, and then people will come forward and they say, "Well, why didn't you say anything?" And you got 254 people that said something.
Great point.
And their testimony and their story was pushed to the side. So it's just like people are saying stuff. It's just like it's not getting properly reported or properly.
This was the point on main campus. There was a New York Times article and a something else article that came out that talks about how what the people and professors have been complaining about for at least 15, 20 years was an open secret. This is all documented. I don't have to make it up. These are much more reputable. I mean, used to be. The New York Times has since fallen from grace, but much more reputable organizations than Black Newsbeat or My Singular Voice or whoever, who reported on the fact that these things were covered up by Penn State's administration. But this is not just localized to Penn State, not localized to main campus. How this happens across the country is very much due to a pattern of how we do not believe, listen to, investigate, actually try to get some kind of retribution for victims of sexual assault.
That is true. That is true. And folks, our last story for this morning comes from YDR.com, and Pennsylvania is set to receive more than $193 million in 2026 for rural health care through a new federal program designed to blunt the impact of impending Medicaid cuts and support medical services in these communities. The Commonwealth's leaders celebrated news of the award, saying it will help extend healthcare services even to remote parts of the Keystone State. Now, Felix, when I read this, right, I'm like, isn't that Trump country? They voted for this. And once again, you're having people that you voted against come in and help you. Like this is I'm speechless.
Yeah. I think when it comes to something like that, it's always interesting to me, and I'm not a savant when it comes to politics. So when it comes to like what is predominantly a red and a blue or a like you just said, Trump country, you never know what's going to happen and how the dominoes are going to fall. One of the things that I kind of did notice here as I'm reading through this real quick is, to me, $193 million is a lot of money, but Pennsylvania was 34th in the pecking order. Why is that? That's one thing I'm not too savvy about. Is I'm not sure how they determine. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Shiz.
I like Pennsylvania is a heavily populated state. It's like in that same part, it was just saying that they're receiving the 34th amount of money. It's just like there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. This money is again, you said it's a lot. Hopefully it gets to the right place. I know that they were doing they were going to kind of give it out to certain organizations and let them do what they will. So it's like those trickle downs again, where it's like, let's hope that the right thing happens with this money. It's a step in the right direction.
It is a step in the right direction on Dr. K. But I really can't help but just revisit, like, this is going to go to the Kentucky part of Pennsylvania, and these folks did not vote for this. Maybe I'm just being too harsh here and too sensitive.
I mean, you're not wrong. These are where all the other subsidies are going for the state too. So I mean, yes. This is what's happening. There's this concentration on the rural with an absence of focus on the urban and suburban and inner city, if you may, or if you will. That's purposeful. It's purposeful because for some reason we think as this country that people who have been systematically left out of everything are getting too much, right? So the emphasis is on the rural on purpose. It is.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. So Shiz, the article says this funding will be a catalyst for locally driven initiatives. Gotta pop up here. For locally driven initiatives and solutions focusing on sustainable innovations that will strengthen rural Pennsylvania and make high quality care accessible throughout our Commonwealth. And again, maybe I'm just being sensitive here, but I'm seeing that the Shapiro administration is stepping in and filling in those gaps that the Trump administration caused.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's just like we're putting the band-aids on the wounds that were caused, but it's like we shouldn't be doing this. This money should be going elsewhere. It should be have a better use for it. And again, right there, it says it in there that strengthen rural Pennsylvania. So there's a lot of people in urban Pennsylvania that need a lot of help as well. So let's make sure that the money is going to be distributed right. It's again, it's going to be given to organizations, and it's going to be on a, hey, do what you will with it. And we already know how that goes. So your hesitation and your skepticism is definitely it's definitely well warranted completely.
Yeah, and
I want you to know something, Marquise. This money is not going to go to health care. That's the other part about this that you have to know. Under the guise of healthcare, a lot of this money is going to go to AI. And that is the problem that I have with this funding. That's the problem that I have with it. We're going to push it towards AI in healthcare and AI in rural living in order to justify the other plans that people have for this area. So we have to make sure that we are very clear, because we had rural people. I don't know if people know we have rural healthcare funding. We have rural healthcare centers. We have all these things that will fund rural healthcare, and that was cut back. That was cut back because they don't like Obamacare. They don't like the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, which we have dubbed Obamacare because it happened under Obama. So a lot of the things that we know that would help rural folks, suburban folks, the suburban rural mix, the urban rural mix. There's an urban rural mix that presides in South Central Pennsylvania. People don't really understand. Like, you can go from urban to rural in about 10 minutes in our region. All of that was kind of sidesteps to say we're bulking up the rural, but it's under the guise of, in my opinion, upping AI and supporting AI. And I think that's wrong, actually.
You said a bar there because you mentioned Obamacare, and Felix, I can't help but think and like I am like entrenched and convinced with this, but if Obamacare was called Americare, I feel like there would not be as much pushback and as much excitement, which is weird, but excitement to get rid of this thing and roll it back.
Oh yeah, sure, 1000%. And that just goes to show you, like, what the hatred and where it's really rooted is just the name itself is what really maybe grinded the gears, if you want to call it that, of and so if it was called Americare, if it was called America First Care, if it was anything, it wouldn't have been receiving the type of attention that it's received. And to Dr. K's point now, like, had that been the case and it was never really scrutinized to the degree that it was, with the money that the state received now, how would that be playing out? Because things wouldn't have been played out the way they were. And it's kind of like the things that you do now cause a domino effect for the future. And watching the administration make these decisions, and to see this, like the holes that are being filled in because of what they did, to Shiz's point, we could have been using this money for other things. Who knows?
Right.
And like for it to be, Dr. K's point was so perfect, and to put it home, it's just like, this stuff is going toward these rural areas. Where are they building these data centers at? So now we're funding. This is what we're funding right now. Just to make sure
that is because Marquise just got it, and that was literally 15 minutes ago. I literally said it 15 minutes ago. Like, I'm just.
you hit the nail on the head. You were right on with that, and that makes so much sense. It's just like, now if you sit back and look at it again, it's one of those things where it's just like everything is a setup. Stuff doesn't just happen by happenstance. It's a setup, and it's always going to do something, and you're always going to catch the front end of it if you're low income, or if you're in one of these areas. It says that this money will be available for you, but it's not for you. It's just for your area, and the people that have money in your area will see the benefits first.
Yep.
Folks, I'll tell you this. This is the smartest thing that you will hear on a Sunday morning. Stay with us. We got Grown Man News coming up next. This is the Morning Experience on The Real 99.3 Harrisburg. All right. Final 30, and then we are done, folks. And then 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining us on the Morning Experience and experiencing this morning experience this Sunday morning. Shiz, this is always a good one, man.
You tried to make that sound good, but it didn't sound good at all. Happy Sunday, everybody. Don't let that justify your day. Have a better day than that.
Folks, he's just upset that the Eagles are in the playoffs.
Gotta win. That's all that matters. Moral victories.
Felix,
happy Sunday, happy Sunday, y'all. I could appreciate the breaking of the fourth wall there. I liked it. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Y'all be safe, Harrisburg. Take it easy.
Oh, Dr. K, take us home.
Harrisburg, don't play with me, because we have primaries coming up for 2026 in literally the petitions are starting in 40 short days. Sign the petitions of the folks that you want to see on the ballot, and hurry up, because we have some work to do in 2026.
There it is, folks. You heard it here on the Morning Experience. Get active, get involved. We will see you next Sunday. Peace.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. All right. Well then, yeah. I'm going to end the stream, y'all.
Yep.